Today we're going to learn about sequencing events of the story in order. And we're going to start with an opening activity of making a peanut butter sandwich. Zach and Steve, have either one of you ever made a peanut butter sandwich before?
Yes.
Okay. We have some things today and we're going to make our own peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay. And later on we get to watch a video and you can eat your sandwich during it. Alright. But first we have to talk about something called sequencing. Do you know what that word means?
No.
No? Okay. It means when you put things in order. Okay, so what happened first, what happened second, and what happened third, fourth, and then last. So here I have some strips of paper, and it's going to be your job to figure out what you do first to make your sandwich. And then you're going to glue them out on this paper in sequence or order. Okay? I'm going to help you read them, and then you tell me which one comes first, okay?
Okay.
Here's your glue stick. This one says, take the knife and spread some peanut butter and some jelly on one slice of bread. The next one says, next, open the jars of peanut butter and jelly. First, take 2 pieces of bread and place them on a plate. Then put the second slice of bread on top of the sandwich. Finally, you're ready to eat your sandwich. Did any of those sound like they would be first?
Let's see.
What word could you look for to help you?
First.
Right, so first take 2 pieces of bread and place them on a plate. So go ahead and glue that on there. So let's go ahead and take our 2 slices of bread. I forgot a plate, so we're just going to use our table. Alright, so we're all done with that. We put our steps in order. So one way that we can learn about sequence and it helps us is we can use clue words. So our clue words are first, next, then, and finally. So if something says first, when do you think you do it?
First.
Right, you do it first. Okay, it's the first thing you do. And then if you see words like next or then, they're probably going to be in the middle. And if I see a word like finally, where would I do that step?
Last.
Last. Okay. So we need to look for those clue words when we're reading stories so we can tell the order in which things happen. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to listen to a story on the computer, and it's called The Mitten. And you're going to watch it on the computer because I know you like to do that. And I want you to pay close attention to the order of the animals in the story.
Okay.
Okay? What are you looking for when you're watching this video?
The order of the animals.
The order of the animals, right. Okay. When you're ready, you're going to click that right there. And you can eat your sandwich while you watch the video. Alright, boys, did you like that story?
Yeah.
Alright, well the next thing we need to do, remember I told you that you really need to pay attention to the animals in the story and the order that they climbed into the mitten. So I have some cards here with pictures of the animals on them. And I need you to help you put them in order. Okay, so I have my mitten here, and we have it labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There were 8 animals in the story. So, Zach, do you remember the first animal that climbed into the mitten?
Was a mole.
Right, the mole. Okay, so we're going to put the mole up here. And Stephen and Zach, you're each going to color your mole on your paper here. What color is a mole?
Purple.
Look at the picture to help you. What color is a mole? What color was it in the story?
Gray.
So try to find a crayon that's close to gray. There you go. Okay, remember we're doing first grade coloring. So when you do a nice job, color it all. And Zach, did the bear or the mouse come next?
The mouse.
Oh, remember the mouse came last and made the bear sneeze.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so which one was before, which one came after the fox?
The bear.
So we only have one left, so the last animal must have been, which one, Steve?
The mouse.
Right, the mouse. And I already kind of told you, but what happened at the end of the story when the bear sneezed? What happened when he sneezed?
The mitten went. They all went out of the mitten.
Right, they all went out of the mitten. They flew out because he sneezed. And there were too many people in the mitten, weren't there?
Yep.
Too many animals in the mitten. Okay, so you have your animals now and they're all colored in. I'm going to turn our mitten around so you can't see the order, and I want to see what you guys remember. Okay, so go ahead and cut your pictures out. There's scissors there for you to cut it. So Steve, we're going to start with you this time since Zach started last time. Do you remember which animal crawled into the mitten first?
Probably it was the mole.
Yes, it was the mole. So find your mole, and you're going to make him crawl inside that mitten. Okay. Zach, which one's going to crawl inside our mitten next?
The rabbit.
The rabbit. So could we say first the mole crawled into the mitten? What word would we use for the rabbit? One of those transition words. Could we say then or next?
Next.
Right. Next, the rabbit crawled into the mitten. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take a little quiz, but it's fun because you get to take it on the computer.
Yeah.
So here's your quiz. And it says, drag each animal to the mitten in the same order that they went into the mitten in the story. And there's places that say first, second, third, fourth, all the way to 8. So you need to click on the animal and drag it to the position that you think should be in, which one came first, which one came second, just like we did when we put them inside of your mitten.
Alright.
Did you only miss one?
Only missed one.
Good job. I think that means you were paying attention to that story then.
Yep.
Good job. So now what I want you to do is you're going to pick your favorite animal, and they're all right up here. Okay, so we have the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, the mouse, the bear, the fox, and the badger. So you are going to pick your favorite animal and write a sentence about it. Okay, so you're going to write one sentence about your favorite animal from the story. The bear was sleepy. How do you know he was sleepy?
He wasn't. I just think of bears and sleeping.
Oh, have you maybe read a story about that before?
Yes.
Because bears hibernate in the winter, right?
Yes.
Right. They sleep a lot during that time.
Yes.
I'm glad that you remembered that from the story we already read before about bears. And now you can draw a picture of your own bear if you'd like to. Okay, and we'll give you some time to color it and everything.
Rawr.
Very nice job. That's much better than I could draw. Alright, so for the last part, you and Steve are going to make your own sequence of events from something that you've done before. So when you get your paper, I want you to fold it hamburger style, and then you're going to fold it again. Okay, and I'll help you. So it's going to have 4 sections. So go ahead and fold it hamburger style first. Okay. And then you're going to fold it this way again. Okay, go ahead and open it up. Do you have 4 boxes?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so you and Steve need to each think of your own idea of something you've done before in sequence. So here's some ideas that you might be able to use. Maybe when you got dressed in the morning to come to school. Maybe your day at school, because you do things in order at school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when you took a bath, okay? First you maybe wash your hair, then you wash your skin, then you get out, and then you dry off. Okay? So those are some ideas